there, and do that, and make sure I got my black here. In. Well, hi there. I want to talk with you about a mode of ventilation that you're likely to see in the pediatric intensive care pretty soon, and that mode is called Bivent. And it's also very commonly referred to as APRV, or airway pressure release ventilation. We're going to talk about 4 terms just real briefly here. I'm going to use some different colors to make them stand out. The first term is called P-high. And the second term is going to be called T-high. Third term is PEEP. Now, most of us know what PEEP is, but we're going to think about it a little bit differently in Bivent. And then the fourth term is T-PEEP. All right, so I'm going to draw you just a really quick waveform up. And out it goes. All right, so staying with my color theme here. So PI is going to be this point right there. In Bivent, we're going to hold that lung open for a sustained period of time at a higher level. Now, a good starting point would be either your plateau pressure, or another option might be to start 3 centimeters of water pressure above the conventional map. Okay, now for your T-high, for that, we're going to draw that right over here. I'm going to draw this. So what T-high is doing is basically describing the interval for how long do you want to hold the lung open at that higher pressure. What time period do you want? And a good starting point for your T-high, let's talk about around 2 seconds for a good starting point. Now, as far as PEEP, I'm going to bring that right there. What's going to really throw you about this is that the starting point that you're probably going to see for setting the PEEP is going to be somewhere in the range of 1 to 2 centimeters of water pressure, which is a lot lower than what you're used to seeing. But we're going to talk more about that on a different slide, and I think that's going to make more sense to you. And then the final term, T-PEEP, and I'm going to draw that line right over here. I'm going to draw a line right there because what this is doing, what T-PEEP is describing, or basically answering the question, how long are we going to spend at that lower pressure? And a good starting time here is going to be in the realm of between 0.7 to 0.8 seconds. So you're going to see these periodic pressure drops occur, just kind of drop down like that. And when that happens, it creates expiratory flow, and that's going to help you to get rid of CO2. So now that's just a really basic overview of some of the terminology that's associated with Bivent. But on the next slide, we're going to try to help tie more of that together, and hopefully it'll make more sense to you.